All right, guys, I got a real short video for you tonight. Uh, this actually has to do with the 083 87 Corvette heads. A while ago, I did a TPI project, and I put the whole thing on Speed Talk. It was a highly detailed thread. And I actually went through and I read it the other day after I did the flows on this. And I realized I did a bunch of testing on intake valves. And I said, you know what? These flowed better on the TPI project than when I flowed them just the other day. So, what it wound up being, and you have to forgive me because these flows that turned out, right? This is what I did earlier in the week, and the valve is neck down, okay? Versus what I did today, which is a 202, that's a straight stem. Now, if you take a look at the back cuts, they're radically different. I'm sure the back cut has got probably more to do with it than the stem at this point. But it was still interesting to do. Now, the flows on the TPI thread, I think I was getting 259 there. Now, these aren't completely done and finessed ports. So it's possible I'm testing a different port. That's probable, actually, you know. I got a 1 in 8 chance. But it's interesting to go down and take a look. I mean, whenever I buy valves, I almost always buy a neck down valve just because the logic says, hey, it's going to be a little bit lighter and there's less bulk inside the bowl, so you have more area for air. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to flow more, guys. So let's take a look, right? We went from 39.6 to 41, which you wouldn't expect it to be higher there. 74 to 75. 110.2 to 109.5. Sorry, my hand makes everything go out of focus. Sorry about that, guys. I have to pay more attention to what the camera's doing. 139 to 140.6. Straight stems got a little bit of a win there. 167.2 to 168. 193.3 to 190. You get a little bit of a loss there, right? And then at 350, you get 215.2 to 211.2. A little bit of a loss. 232.2 to 229. A little bit of a loss. Then at 500, you go from 245 to 250.6. Straight stem starts winning. At 600, 247 to 251.3. And then at 700, actually with the straight stem, I wasn't able to get 700. So it's like 658, something like that. 255 to 250. So what does that mean? It really doesn't mean anything. It means you need to test different back cuts. And don't be afraid of trying a straight stem valve if you have them. It's not necessarily going to flow less because it's got a straight stem. I mean, that's a noticeably different back cut. This is a much shorter back cut. So I would expect it to lose some mid-range flow. And at 300, between 300 and 400, it does. So that makes sense. All right, guys, short video tonight because I'm fried. Come down towards the end of the week, I'm toast. All right. Hope you like it. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.